Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Like always, I'm continuing with my Mariah Carey discography journey, which is a brand new series I started. I already listened to her debut album, and now I am on Emotions, her second studio album from 1991. I'm excited, just like always, and there are 10 tracks on this album, 47 minutes. The only track I have heard off this album is Emotions. And I don't think I've heard any of the other tracks, but like always, if I start listening to one and it sounds familiar, I'll let you guys know. So I don't have much to say, so let's get right into it with track number one, Emotions. Yeah! Alrighty, so that was track number one, Emotions. Totally exhausted, totally out of breath. I am overheated, and that is what I want from an early 90s Mariah song. Oh my god, so much fun. I mean, this has to be one of my favorite Mariah Carey songs ever. It's awesome. This is pop perfection. It really is. And obviously this was a continuation of her number one hits. This was the fifth of her string of number one hits on the Billboard Hot 100. She's singing about I feel good, I feel nice, I've never felt so satisfied, I'm in love, I'm alive, intoxicated, flying high. I mean, that's me right now. I mean, I'm in such a good mood. I don't know why, considering I don't want to get into it, but considering some events that have occurred in my life lately over the last month or so, I feel like I should be as happy as I am right now because my future is a little uncertain. But you know what? I am very enthusiastic right now. I feel like I'm intoxicated. I'm just so happy right now, and I don't know why, I just am. I'm just getting a sense of bliss from this album so far. I'm only one track in, but I'm just emotions, bliss, happy emotions. That's what I'm experiencing right now. Ain't nobody gonna rain on my parade. So let's move on to track number two, And You Don't Remember. And I like the title of this track, And You Don't Remember. It reminds me of the old school cliche when a husband or boyfriend doesn't remember the girlfriend's or the wife's birthday or anniversary, and the girlfriend or the wife is nagging him. She's like, you didn't remember my birthday, or you don't remember our anniversary, you don't remember this, you don't remember to pick up the kids from school, you don't remember to pick up the jug of milk from the grocery store. It just reminded me of that. I thought it was cute. Alrighty, so that was track number two, And You Don't Remember. And this was a beautiful Mariah Carey ballad. Of course, all of Mariah Carey's ballads are top notch. They're so tender. She always sounds amazing in them, just like all her songs. But after listening to Emotions, I was on this high. I had this buzz. I was so energized. And now I feel like that buzz and energy is gone because of track number two, And You Don't Remember. I don't know why it was track number two. I feel like she should have followed up track number one, Emotions, with a more high energy song to kind of continue the chain and continue the rhythm of high energy. Maybe if it was later on in the album, I would like it more. It's a beautiful song, but I feel like it should be track number two. And like I already said, the song is beautiful. She sings the hell out of it. But it's something I already heard from her debut album. It's just a continuation, and I feel like it's a bit of a rehash. I'm sure there's a logical reason for the track being number two on the album. I don't know, there's always a story behind an artist and how they order their songs on an album. I don't know if the artist chooses the exact order of songs on a track list or somebody else helps them or somebody else decides. But we started off this album with a high energy, blissful song, and like I said, now listening to track number 2, my energy's just been cut in half. So anyway, let's move on to track number 3, Can't Let Go. Alrighty, so that was track number 3, Can't Let Go, and this was quite the sad song. She's singing about, even though I try and can't let go, something your eyes capture my soul, and every night I see you in my dreams. Just cast aside, you don't even know I'm alive. You just walk on by, don't care to see me cry. That's heartbreaking, and we've heard this sort of theme from many artists before. It's a timeless theme of being in love with someone and they don't even notice you. So she's in sorrow, she's in pain, when all you have just dies. I mean, it's a very tragic song. And like always, the song is sung beautifully. I mean, Mariah uses her infamous whistle register, I think that's what it's called. And it's really good, and this was the second single released off the album, and this song broke her streak of number ones. I feel like I'm not wowed yet, whereas her first album, her debut album, was the first time anybody was exposed to Mariah Carey. It was fresh, it was new, it was amazing. Who is this woman who could use this legendary voice? I mean, she has such a powerful voice, she has such a unique voice. Who is this woman who can do this? And everyone was so curious about her. I'm just not wowed yet. Track number 1 was simply amazing, and I like track number 2, I like track number 3. They're just not, in my opinion, they're just not extraordinary. And there were times during the song Can't Let Go that it sounded familiar. There were inklings of me kind of remembering that I've heard it before. I don't remember when I heard it though, but it did sound a little familiar, but at the same time, it sounded completely brand new. So let's keep moving along to track number 4, Make It Happen. Alrighty, so that was track number 4, Make It Happen. This was a lot of fun. It was getting my energy up once again. I feel like out of the 4 tracks I've listened to so far, this is one of my favorites. And what I like about this song is the message it conveys to the listener. She's singing about, obviously, make it happen. If you believe in yourself, you will make it happen. If you believe in yourself enough and know what you want, you're going to make it happen. And if you get down on your knees at night and pray to the Lord, He's going to make it happen. Believe in yourself, it's going to happen. And that's such a great message to send to any listener, that if you believe in yourself, you can do anything. I know it's a cliched saying, you can do anything if you just believe. Throw in some pixie dust from Tinkerbell and everything's going to be okay. No, but honestly, this was a good song. I enjoyed it. I don't know how I feel about the album so far. I'm definitely liking her debut album a bit more than this. I'm not as wowed about it as I thought I would be. But anyway, let's keep moving along to track number 5, If It's Over. Yes, track number 5, If It's Over. I adore this song so much. I think it's the atmosphere it sets for me anyway. It's just, I love how it makes me feel. I love reading the lyrics to it and kind of singing along. I love the production. I feel like this is probably one of my favorite tracks on the album. Not probably, for sure, one of my favorite tracks. Again, this is quite the emotional song when it comes to the lyrics. It isn't fair, it just isn't right. Because if it's really God, you got to say the word tonight if it's over. Baby, if it's over, just let me know. So she wants to know if it's over. She wants to know if the relationship is ending. So that's the gist of the song. It's a beautiful powerhouse song, but at the same time, it is tragic. I really enjoyed it. Let's move on to track number 6, You're So Cold. Oh, I like that. I knew it was gonna go there. Alrighty, and that was track number 6, You're So Cold. This was a bop. Yes, I loved it. All the energy was coming back, it kind of woke me up. That opening, though, really threw me for a loop. It was so unexpected. This whole song was so unexpected. I love the production on it, I love the way she sang it. The lyrics, once again, she is throwing a bit of shade at this person so cold. How can you be so cold? Your kiss is on fire, but deep down inside, you're so cold. So once again, I mean, she's in a very conflicted state of mind in this relationship. She said in the previous song, if it's over, tell me, just let me go. And now she's saying, you're so cold, you're so wicked, you're the devil in disguise. I feel like through this whole album so far, she's been in a sort of negative state of mind of questioning and being ignored and wanting to be told that if you don't love me anymore, just let me go. If it's over, now she's saying you're so cold. There's also an expression a lot of people use when they don't like a particular someone. Mariah doesn't use it in the song, but the expression is you have ice running through your veins. I've heard people say it to other people. And it's a little shocking to hear, I will say. It's, whoa, you have ice running through your veins? That's a pretty low jab, and it's kind of funny at the same time. I kind of wish Mariah used it in the song. It makes sense. You're so cold, you have ice running through your veins. So let's keep moving along to track number 7, So Blessed. Already, so that was track number 7, So Blessed. And yeah, it was a good song. I actually really enjoyed it. I feel like I enjoy this song a lot more than I should, and I don't know why. There's just something about it, the way she vocalizes the song. I don't know, but for some reason, I really do enjoy the song. She's singing about being so blessed. Touching you now awakens me. You are my heart, my everything. A bit cliche. I mean, touch you now awakens me. You are my heart, my everything. It's a bit cliche. Let's be real here. Nothing amazing about the lyrics. They're just your standard lyrics, but they're very touching at the same time. They're very beautiful. They're very honest, and they're very raw. And that's why I like them. I don't know, this song just makes me feel good inside for whatever reason. Just makes me happy. Let's move on to track number 8, To Be Around You. Every time you leave me, yeah. Alrighty, and that was track number 8, To Be Around You. And as you just saw, I really enjoyed that song. You know, it was a bit of a bop, I will say. I was snapping my fingers, I was moving up and down, and that's always a good sign for any song when I start doing those things. And I feel like a song like this, To Be Around You, should have followed up track number 1, Emotions. To Be Around You, or a track sounding like To Be Around You with the same production, should have followed up track number 1, Emotions. It would have continued the high energy train and the bop train, and it would have been more fun, in my opinion, than a track like And You Don't Remember. My only gripe with this song, track number 8, To Be Around You, is I felt like it kind of dragged near the end. It kind of kept going on and on and on. I feel like it could have definitely been shortened a bit. But other than that, I really enjoyed the song. It was a lot of fun. Let's move on to track number 9, Till the End of Time. And I have to do it, before we move on, I have to bring out my little water bottle squirter sprayer. I've only recently started using this. I started using it during my Demita Joe Janet Jackson first listen video. And ever since then, I've been addicted to using this for these videos, because when I film these videos, I do put a lot of energy into them. I do move around a lot. I'm jumping up and down. I'm talking a lot. At times, it feels like I have a fever. I get overheated. My apartment's quite warm. Sometimes I get sweaty. I get exhausted. So this is very refreshing, I will say. Oh my god, it just feels so good. Honestly, try it. Try it. You have to try it. It feels absolutely amazing. Alrighty, and that was track number 9, Till the End of Time. And I really enjoyed this song. I feel like you have to be the sort of music listener to really appreciate power ballads and ballads in general to really like this song. And I love ballads and power ballads in general, so I feel like that's why I connected so much to it. It just sounds like a timeless song. Till the End of Time, it's timeless. It really is. It could have been released in the 1980s, in the 1950s. It could be released in 2030, 2040, for all I know. It's just that timeless of a song. It transcends generations and ages alike, and it really is amazing. And I thought it was beautiful. I imagine some people will probably find it boring, but I really liked it. And it's just classic Mariah, honestly. So anyway, let's move on to the final track of the album, track number 10, The Wind. into the wind, leaving the world behind. I got just already, and that was track number 10, The Wind. This was a very heartbreaking song. If you were to listen to it and read the lyrics, you would know why. She is singing about someone who has passed on. The wind has taken you. You're free, finally at peace. Leaving your cares behind. They're in a better place. The pain is gone. So young to die. How could you let life pass you by? You'll only fade into the wind. And I was definitely getting Barbra Streisand vibes from this song, and it was a very beautiful yet heartbreaking song, and it left me a little cold. And I'm not saying that as a negative, I'm just saying that the production and the lyrics and the tone it set, it just left me very cold. And I mean, she is singing about death, someone that's passed on, so obviously it's not going to make me feel warm and happy inside. And it was an interesting way to wrap up the album. I will say that this album did have a theme of pain running through it. She's singing about, if you don't love me, tell me, you're so cold, can't let you go, and you don't remember. But also, she is optimistic. She's singing that she's so blessed, and she's singing about make it happen. God will make it happen if you only believe in yourself. Track number 8, To Be Around You. So it has its positives and its negatives when it comes to emotions. Emotions, which is the title of the album, so it's all coming to me now. And I enjoyed this album. Do I enjoy it as much as her debut album? I think I prefer her debut album to this one. I feel like the songs on her debut album are more memorable than the songs on this one. And I do feel like this is a solid follow-up to her debut album. And once again, I enjoyed the lyrics. Apparently, Mariah writes all her songs. That's what you guys have told me. She co-writes all her songs, and it shows. I mean, you can hear the emotion in her voice in each and every one of these songs. They are beautiful. She sings her heart out. She is showing the world what she can do with her voice, with this gift that God gave her. And I enjoyed the album. I feel like you have to be in a specific mood to listen to this album. Obviously, just like her debut album, you really have to appreciate ballads and slower songs, power ballads in general. You kind of have to appreciate those sorts of songs to appreciate Mariah's albums like Emotions and her debut album. And that's the thing. I don't know if kids of today, if teenagers of today would appreciate albums like this. And it's sad to say, I don't think they would. I mean, I could hear them now. I imagine lots of teenagers of today would think these albums were boring. I mean, I probably would have thought that when I was a teenager. I'm going to be real with you guys. But now that I'm a bit older and I've been exposed to a bit more music and just who I am as a person, my personality and my beliefs and what have you, I do connect to albums and songs like this. Actually, now that I think about it, if I was to listen to these albums, her debut and the album Emotions when I was a teenager, I actually don't think they would be boring, because I remember being a teenager and listening to, different sorts of music that my peers weren't listening to. I always felt like the odd sheep when it came to my musical taste when I was in high school, because I felt like though I did listen to the popular music of the time like everyone else, I did tend to branch out and listen to older music as well. So I feel like I actually would appreciate songs and albums like this when I was a teenager. So what are your thoughts on the album? What are your favorite tracks? Where does this fall on your Mariah Carey album ranking? And yeah, I think that's all I want to say. I'm enjoying my Mariah Carey discography and journey so far. I still have a lot more to do. I still have a ways to go, but I'm in it for the long haul and I'm excited. So thanks for watching, guys. You can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Twitter, you can message me, you can tell me other artists I should check out. I'm open to any artists from any decade. I'm always on the lookout for new music. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.